Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Mataji,
Mataji.
Pranam.
Thank you so much again, Srimadaji. Shoda Prabhuji, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Dandat Pranam Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji, pranams to all assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. Hare Krishna. I think today Sri Kumar Prabhu maybe will not be joining Mataji, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he is not available. Prabhuji, he already
yeah,
messaged me and he told me that Prabhuji will join soon.
yeah. So,
Today we
Mataji,
want to
my
start.
voice is clear?
Yeah, clear, Prabhuji.
Okay, Mataji, 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Screen is there, no? Screen is sharing, right?
Screen is there, but Bhagavatam is not.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Yes, 8.24 point, I think 58 sloga onwards we have to start.
Yeah, so 1 minute, Mataji. Yes. Okay. Now, screen is there, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
We will chant Pranam. Hare Krishna. So welcome
Hare
all
Krishna.
the devotees. Hare Krishna Prabhupada Pranam Prabhuji. So welcome all the devotees for this Nityam Bhagavata Sevya, daily Srimad Bhagavatam reading class. So first we will chant the Pranam mantra, then we will recite the verse, then we will discuss. And hopefully we will start today 9th canto also, introduction. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudire Nashtaprayasha Padreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So, today we will resume from Canto number 8, chapter 24, verse number 58. This is almost, we have come to the end of the session. Matsya, the Lord's fish incarnation. So, we have at the end, we'll have Falastuti of this chapter. So, Mataji, I will recite this one, and then from next verses, Mataji can recite.
Yep, fine, Prabhuji.
Satu Satyavrto Raja Jnana Vijnana Samyutaha Vishnu Prasadat Kalpesmin Asit Vaivasvato Manuhu Satu Satyavrto Raja Jnana Vijnana Samyutaha Vishnu Prasadat Kalpesmin Asit Vaivasvato Manuhu Satu Satyavrto Raja Jnana Vijnana Samyutaha Vishnu Prasadat Kalpesmin Asit Vaivasvato Manuhu. Translation and purport by Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation: King Satyavrata was illuminated with all Vedic knowledge by the mercy of Lord Vishnu, and in this period he has now taken birth as Vaivasvata Manu, the son of Sun God. Purport: Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives his verdict that Satyavrata appeared in the Chakshushu Manvantara. When the Chakshushu Manvantara ended, the period of Vaivasvata Manu began. By the grace of Lord Vishnu, Satyavrata received instructions from the second fish incarnation and thus was enlightened in all spiritual knowledge. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapatakalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lilita Shri Vishakanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namustate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataribhascha Kripa Sindhu Vyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachata Desatarine Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pankun Langete Grim Etkripata Mande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Paramanandamadam Shri Chaitaneshwaram Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So once again welcome all the devotees for our Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. So we are at the last section of this chapter number 24. So here we can see the Matsya avatar. As we understood from the earlier discussion, Matsya avatar happened in two times. One was with King Satyavrata, and here we can read King Satyavrata was illuminated with all Vedic knowledge by the mercy of Lord Vishnu, and in this period he has now taken birth as Vaivasvata Manu, the son of Sun God. So the current this thing is Vaivasvata Manu also. Last week I have shared this. Out of the 14 Manus appearing in the period of Lord Brahma's one day, there are 14 Manus are appearing. The 14 Manus are there. One is Vaivasvata Manu. So who is Vaivasvata Manu? The son of Sun God. Even in Bhagavad Gita, the reference is given. Imam Vivasvate Yogam Proktavan Hamam Manu Ikshvakya, like that. So the lineage is given. So Vaivasvata Manu is the son of Sun God. So Prabhupada is quoting from Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, gives his verdict that Satyavrata appeared in Chakshusha Manvantara. When the Chakshusha Manvantara ended, the period of Vaivasvata Manu began. By the grace of Lord Vishnu, Satyavrata received instruction from second fish incarnation and thus was enlightened in all spiritual knowledge. So here we can understand that Matsya avatar actually happened two times. One was in the, we can see Chakshushu Manvantara. That's what we can see at King Satyavrata. And again, second was by the second fish incarnation, that is actually in the Vaivasvata Manu. So these two periods, the Lord instructed, guided actually King Satyavrata. The first time he rescued him by giving the small fish, which appeared and then became growing big. And during inundation, that's what we discussed. The king boarded the boat and the fish pulled by storing all this. Saptarishis were there, the king was there, and from the inundation he protected. And the second time he has instructed him in the spiritual knowledge. So that is the two times where the Lord appeared. Yes,
first one yesterday we read like a Swayambhu Manu's time, no? That first fish incarnation.
Yes,
that was this Veda stolen by Hayagriva. Then during that Swayambhu Manu's time. And this one, end of
so
the
totally
Chakshusha
it was
Manvantara.
Two times, no Mataji? Two times, right?
Yeah, two times.
Two times.
First is Swayambhu Manu, then second end of Chakshusha Manvantara. Chakshusha Manvantara, and he awarded him the post of Vaivasvata Manu, like end of this Chakshusha Manvantara, and that means starting of Vaivasvata Manvantara.
Yes, that is verse number 57 at the end of last inundation. At the beginning of Swayambhuva Manvantara, right? Matai, Lord Matsya killed Hayagriva and delivered the Vedas to Brahma. So that is one fish incarnation, right?
Yes.
That is at the beginning of Swayambhuva Manvantara. Sorry, I made a mistake. Actually, I saw this purport because I did not attend yesterday's class, no? So I thought here there is Chakshusha Manvantara and also again Vaivasvata Manu is there. So I was a little bit confused. Okay. Correct, Mataji. Thank you for highlighting that. Actually, yeah. So in the verse number 57, it is very clearly said that the beginning of Swayambhuva Manvantara, Lord Matsya killed Hayagriva and delivered the Vedas to Brahma. So that is one fish incarnation, right, Mataji? And during the Chakshusha Manvantara, King Satyavrata was endowed with all knowledge by Lord Matsya. Correct. So that means there is two Manvantaras. One is Chakshusha Manvantara and one is Swayambhuva Manvantara. And he became the son of Sun God, Vaivasvata Manu. So I was confused because Vaivasvata Manu, I thought it is Vaivasvata Manvantara. Okay, correct. And so this is two times the Lord has appeared. Even I think the boar incarnation also, there is Rakta Varaha and Shweta Varaha, right? Two times Varaha Murti also appeared as two times in two kalpas. So similarly here also, the Matsya Avatar has appeared two times. One is in Swayambhuva Manvantara and one more is in the Vaivasvata.
Chakshusha Manvantara.
Chakshusha Manvantara. Yeah.
Yes.
But again, in the present Vaivasvata Manvantara, he became the son of Sun God, Vaivasvata, as named as Vaivasvata Manu. So there is three categories now. One is Swayambhuva Manvantara, and then Chakshusha Manvantara. Both times the Lord appeared as Matsya and delivered. Okay. And the third is the King Satyavrata appeared as the son of Sun God in Vaivasvata Manu. Correct, Mataji?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. He awarded same like Mahabali will be coming in Savarani Manindra next
Yeah.
as Indra. Same way here end of Chashusha Manindra because of this one he awarded him. You will become Vayusada Manu next.
Yes.
Next.
So he blessed
That
him
we
like
read.
that.
Yes.
He has given that benediction. Okay.
Yes.
So thank you, Mataji. So let us, if any, I think it's very self-explanatory. Now there is text 59, and then we'll go to text number 60. So there is no purport. I think it's 60 and 61. Up to 61 we can read. So let me go back actually. So text 60. So up to 61, Mataji, Prabhuji, they can say.
Yeah. Now we read 58. No, 59.
58. Now we'll go to
Continue.
59. Yeah. Here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Ratna Mataji, you would like to continue? Read.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. I
Yes.
will read. Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th Canto, chapter 24, sloka number 59. Okay, 59. Hare Krishna. Satyavratasya rajarshir maya matyasya shanginihi samvadam mahat akyanam shrutva muccheta kilbishat. Satyavratasya rajarshir maya matyasya shanginihi samvadam mahat akyanam Shrutva muccheta kilbishat. Translation. This story concerning the great king Satyavrata and the fish incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu is a great transcendental narration. Anyone who hears it is delivered from the reactions of sinful life. Translation once again. This story concerning the great king Satyavrata and the fish incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu is a great transcendental narration. Anyone who hears it is delivered from the reactions of sinful life. Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Continue.
Mataji. No, Mataji, we'll just say from 59, verse number 59 up to 61, like 59, 60,
Hare
61
Krishna.
is Palasruti. Palasruti. So here, actually, the prediction is given by in Srimad Bhagavatam that one who hears this transcendental narration, Sukadeva Goswami is giving this prediction. One who hears this great transcendental narration is delivered from the reactions of sinful life. So you have been all hearing this transcendental narration over last many weeks. So Sukadeva Goswami is giving this benediction that one who hears this great transcendental narration is delivered from the reactions of sinful life. Hari Bol. So we'll go to the next one, verse number 60, also continuation of Palasuti. Anybody can recite this one. Yeah.
Vinodini Mataji.
Yes, Prabhupada.
Yes, Prabhu, please.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Avataram Hareryo Yam Yo Ayam Virtaye Anvaham Naraha Sangalpa Tasya Siddhyandi Sa Yati Paramam Gadim Avataram Hareryo Ayam Virtayat Anvaham Naraha Sangalpa Tasya Siddhyandi Sa Yati Paramam Gadim. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. One who narrates this description of Matsya incarnation, and King Satyavrata will certainly have all his ambition fulfilled, and he will undoubtedly return home back to Godhead.
Very good. So it's also a continuation of Palasuti. One who also, the first one was the last previous also was who is hearing. So it is said that in spiritual life, whoever is speaking and whoever is hearing, both will get the benefit. It is like win-win situation. Who is speaking, like we know the Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Parikshit Maharaj heard Srimad Bhagavatam and got liberated. And Sukadeva Goswami was speaking Srimad Bhagavatam and got liberated. So here it is about, the previous verse was one who was hearing the pastimes of the Lord. Here one who is speaking the pastimes of the Lord, his benediction is given. Will have all one's ambitions fulfilled and will undoubtedly go back to home, back to Godhead. And Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita that whoever is explaining the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is very dear to him. So that is a benediction given to the preacher, that anybody explains this supreme spiritual science is very, very dear to Krishna, very dear to Krishna. And he will undoubtedly return back to home, back to Godhead. Hare Krishna. So the last verse.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, please.
8.24.61. Pralaya payasi dhadu supta saktermukhebyah srudiganam abanitam pratyubadatta hatva didijam akadayat yo brahma satyavradanantamaham akhila hetum jitmaminam natosmi. Translation purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charnaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who pretended to be a gigantic fish, who restored the Vedic literatures to Lord Brahma when Lord Brahma awakened from sleep, and who explained the essence of Vedic literature to King Satyavrata and the great saintly persons. Purport. Here is a summary of Satyavrata's meeting with the fish incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu's purpose was to take back all the Vedic literatures from the demon Hayagriva and restore them to Lord Brahma. Incidentally, by his causeless mercy, the Lord spoke with Satyavrata. The Veda Satyavratanam is significant because it indicates that those on the level of Satyavrata can take knowledge from the Vedas delivered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Whatever is spoken by the Supreme Lord is accepted as Veda. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Vedanta Krit Vedavid. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the compiler of all Vedic knowledge, and he knows the purport of the Vedas. Therefore, anyone who takes knowledge from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, or from Bhagavad Gita as it is, knows the purpose of the Vedas. Vedasya sarvair ahameva vedya. One cannot understand Vedic knowledge from the Veda Vadaradas, who read the Vedas and misconstrue their subject matter. One has to know the Vedas from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 8th canto, 24th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Matsya, the Lord's Fish Incarnation. This commentation has been finished in our New Delhi Center today, the 1st of September 1976, the day of Radhashtami, by the grace of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the Acharyas. Sri Narottama Dasa Thakura says, Tandera Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanevasa Janame Janame Haya Ye Abhilasha. I am attempting to present Srimad Bhagavatam in the English language by the order of my spiritual master Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura, and by his grace the work of translation is gradually progressing, and the European and American devotees who have joined the Krishna consciousness movement are helping me considerably. Thus, we have expectation of finishing the great task before my passing away. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. End of the 8th canto. Hari Hari Bol. Hari
Hari Bol. So thank you,
Bol.
Mataji. Very nice. So you can see here Prabhupada is writing very nicely. 1976, this one, Prabhupada, September 1976. And 1977, Prabhupada passed away from this world. So up to 10th canto, middle, some chapters, Prabhupada was given the commentary. After that, the task was taken by Prabhupada disciples to complete the rest of the Srimad Bhagavatam from the middle of 10th canto up to 11th and 12th. So we can see the timeline here, up to 9th canto, Prabhupada has come here. So up to 8th canto, then the Prabhupada continues up to 9th canto, and by 1 year he has completed up to 10th, middle of 10th canto. So Prabhupada was not sleeping only 2 hours, he was sleeping at the night, and he was translating the Srimad Bhagavatam for the benefit of entire humanity, we can see. So here we can see the last verse of this 24th chapter from 8th canto, verse number 61, continuing the Phalastuti. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who pretended to be a gigantic fish. This is an incarnation. He appeared like this. First avatar of the Lord, Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Vamana, like that. Who pretended to be a gigantic fish, who restored the Vedic literature to Lord Brahma. When Lord Brahma awakened from sleep, because when Lord Brahma was in sleep, the Vedas were stolen by the demon Hayagriva, and who explained the essence of Vedic literature to King Satyavrata and the great saintly persons. So the Lord wants to restore the Vedic knowledge, because it is the Vedic literature is actually the breathing of the Lord. Here, purport, here is a summary of Satyavrata's meeting with the fish incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu's purpose was to take back all the Vedic literatures from the demon Hayagriva and restore them to Lord Brahma. Incidentally, by his costless mercy, the Lord spoke with Satyavrata. The word Satyavratanam is significant because it indicates that those on the level of Satyavrata can take knowledge from the Vedas delivered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Whatever is spoken by the Supreme Lord is accepted as Veda. So it is very important. Whatever is spoken by the Supreme Lord is accepted as Veda. So Krishna's Vani is actually Veda. So that's why we say Bhagavad Gita is Krishna's Vani. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Vedanta Krit Vedavit Eva Chaham. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya Chaham Hridi Sannivishto Matta Smriti Jnanam Apohanam Cha Vedes Cha Sarver Ahameyo Vedyo Vedanta Krit Vedavit Eva Chaham. 15th chapter, 15th verse. So the purpose of Vedic knowledge is to understand, to know Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You can see in Krishna Leela, the Brahmanas are doing Yajna Brahmanas, they are doing the sacrifice, but Krishna itself coming there for asking that he is hungry. But they are so much immersed in the sacrifice, they did not respond to Krishna. So there is no use without understanding Krishna, we are reading Vedic literature. So Krishna is saying, I am the compiler of Veda and I am the knower of Vedanta. Like by Vedas and Vedanta, I am to be known. Vedanta Krit Vedavit Eva Chaham. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the compiler of all Vedic knowledge and he knows the purport of the Vedas. So what Prabhupada is saying, therefore, anyone who takes the knowledge from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, or from Bhagavad Gita as it is, knows the purpose of the Vedas. What is the purpose of Vedas? Vedescha sarver ahame vedya. So I am to be known through these Vedas. One cannot understand Vedic knowledge from Vedavada Ratas, means one who is arguing dry using the Vedic knowledge. From those people, we cannot understand the Vedas. Who read the Vedas and misconstrue their subject matter? Because there are many people who are reading the Vedic literature, but they are bewildered and they do not know the conclusion of the Vedic literature. One has to know the Vedas from the Supreme Personality of Godhead or through the pure devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By either ways, we can understand. Krishna also says one Brahma, Lord Brahma says in Brahma Samhita, what is that? I am very difficult to be known by actually this one. Anybody remembers that verse from Brahma Samhita where Krishna says, it is Durlabham? No, actually he's saying, I forgot that verse actually. It is by Vedas. Vedeshu Durlabham. Durlabham Atma Bhakto. Vedeshu Durlabham. Durlabham means difficult. But Adurlabham Atma Bhakto means by Adurlabham. It is very easy for the devotees. So it is Brahma Samhita also, it is said same thing. And also, you can see, anybody has taken bhakti only, we can understand Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna is saying, Janma karma cha me divyam, evam yoveti tattvataha, tektva deham punarjanma naiti mahameti swarjna, 4.9. If you want to understand me in truth, how my Janma karma cha me divyam, evam yoveti tattvataha, in truth. Tattvataha means truth. So how do you know Krishna by truth? That tattvataha, Krishna is saying in the 18th chapter, he is saying that Bhaktyamami vijanati yavan yaschasmi tattvataha. One who has taken the devotional process, he can only understand me in truth. So that both verses are linked if you see. If you understand Krishna in truth, what is the benefit? You will not take birth here. Tektva deham punarjanma naiti. Then what will happen to that soul? Mahameti so Arjuna. So if you understand Krishna in truth, then you will not take birth in this material world and you will go back to Krishna. But how to understand Krishna in truth? Krishna is saying in the 18th chapter, Bhaktyamam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tattvataha. Anybody, only one who has taken up the devotional service will understand me in truth. Other people will have up to certain understanding of God. It is not that they will not understand God, but up to vague understanding of God. But as it is, in full, see how Prabhupada understood Krishna. Prabhupada said, Prabhupada actually argued with many scientists, but Prabhupada did not do any PhD. But he argued with many scientists and many scientists agreed to be defeated by Prabhupada. Like Bhakti Swarup Damodar Swami Maharaj. He was a scientist in America. He was basically from Manipur. But from Manipur, he went to America on scholarship and he became a scientist there, in PhD in science, chemistry. But Prabhupada argued, and then he surrendered to Prabhupada and he became his disciple. And he built a very big ISKCON temple in Manipur. And his Samadhi Mandir is near Radhakund in Vrindavan. Not only one, there are many even Prabhupada American disciples. Recently also one Maharaj passed away. He is also a scientist in chemistry. And he also became Prabhupada disciple. The Bhakti Vedanta Research Institute is just opposite to Princeton University. Princeton University means it is the biggest university in America, which is very famous for, I think, Einstein studied, many people studied, many glorious scientists, they studied there in Princeton University. Just opposite to the Princeton University, this Bhakti Vedanta Research Institute is there. That was headed by Prabhupada disciple. I forgot the name of Prabhupada disciple. He recently left his body, but he was a scientist also. And Prabhupada said that, I'm not a scientist, but I'm able to defeat all the scientists because one who knows Krishna, he knows everything in this universe. We do not know everything in the universe now, as of now. But anyone who knows Krishna automatically knows everything in the universe. Example, like, see, you don't know anything in this world, but you don't have any friends. But you have a friend, close friend, who has many friends. Then automatically, because of him, you will come to know many things. Because Krishna is Sarvajna. He knows everything. So because we know Krishna, anybody knows Krishna, he becomes also Sarvajna. He also knows everything because he is close to Krishna. So that is the understanding. So Prabhupada himself said, I'm not educated like them, like these scientists, because they did PhD, not in one subject, many subjects. But I am able to defeat them because I know Krishna and I know whatever I am speaking is the ultimate reality, absolute truth. So nobody can argue with me. So that is the advantage of understanding Krishna. Anyone who understands Krishna or knows Krishna, he knows about the complete creation, how the creation is working, what is material nature, what is Prakriti, material, how this Prakriti is working, and it is temporary. We know the 5 subjects of Bhagavad Gita, Ishvara, Jiva, who am I, why I am here, why I am suffering, what is my destination after this life. Scientists, they do not know. Even though they are a PhD, they do not know what happens after this lifetime. But we know what happens, after this life, what will be my destiny, what is the purpose of my life, why God created this creation. So everything is complete knowledge. Krishna says, Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam, Paramam. This Vidya is the king of knowledge. It is the king of, this is a spiritual science. Above this, there is nothing else for anybody to know in this world. Material knowledge is temporary. After Pralaya, this all material knowledge will be submerged. And again, people will come from Stone Age, then they come, they try to develop, first, then again comes the other Yuga, of their scriptures will be there. But in Kali Yuga, again, people come from the preliminary stage. And then, people develop, and then they come again, technology development comes like this. It is a cycle. Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. So even in one fact, we, as per Vedic scriptures, even in the beginning, there were people who are very, very intelligent, and gradually this religion, everything will decline as the technology will develop, this will decline. But of course, science says there was a Stone Age, but in scriptures, there is nothing called, there is not much evidence spoken about the Stone Age and all. Because after the end of the Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga began, and slowly things started declining. So we should know that if anybody understands Krishna, then he will understand everything in this universe. So that is the conclusion. And if you see, this 8th chapter is very important because we have seen in the beginning the Gajendra Moksha. How when we are in difficult times, the Gajendra Moksha says, what is the lesson in the Gajendra Moksha? That anybody is in difficulty, he sincerely tries to take up the shelter of the Lord reciprocates. When we are in the comfort life, when we are in the easy-going life, everything comes to us easily. Maybe those people will not take spiritual life very seriously. But when things are going difficult, what happens in our life? A devotee will take complete shelter. His chanting will be more intense. His prayers will be more sincere. That time he can see that the Lord is reciprocating with him. That we can understand from Gajendra Leela. And second is the Samudra Mandan, where there is the Mohini avatar is there, where the nectar came, Amrita came, and then the demigods and demons, they were actually churning the milk ocean, and a lot of personalities came out of that. Even Dhanvantri came out of that churning. Mother Lakshmi came, Surabhi cow came, and finally the Amrita comes. And the lesson we learn is actually in the demigods and demons, even though the Lord, whatever instruction the Lord said, the demigods followed. That is the difference between the demigods and demons. The demons means they do not follow the instructions of the Lord. And the demigods means, even though they may have some, kind of lording it over the material nature, still they are very faithful to the Supreme Lord. That is what Prabhupada says. They followed what the Lord said, and ultimately they got the Amrita. So even sometimes when we go through difficulties, we should always stick to the process, whatever the Lord says, whatever our Guru says, so that ultimately we will also get the Amrita, the nectar of immortality. That is the second one. And the different Manus who reigned this universe at the various periods of time, that is given in the chapter number 13 to 14, various periods of Manus. And then the glorious Leela of Bali and Vamanadev. How the Bali Maharaj, he rejected his own spiritual master because his instruction was against the instruction of the Supreme Lord. So it is said that you can reject a guru if the guru is teaching against the instruction to surrender to the Supreme Lord. So that is one lesson learned. And the second lesson is the Bali Maharaj is celebrated in the scriptures as Atma Nivedanam, one who has surrendered everything to the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. And the Lord reciprocated with him because he surrendered everything. The Lord became his doorkeeper in the Sutala Loka. And he will also be promoted as a King Indra in the next period. After the current Manu period, he will be promoted as a King Indra. So that is Bali and Vamanadev pastime. And the last episode which you are seeing is a Matsya Rupa, where the Lord incarnated as a the Meena Sharira, Keshavadrita Meena Sharira, Jai Jagadishare, and where he rescued the Vedas and delivered it to Lord Brahma. That is one time. And the second time, he enlightened King Satyavrata Muni with the spiritual knowledge. So these are the 5 different pastimes of the Lord we can see in this chapter 8. And there are a lot of lessons from these episodes or Leela, and the Falastuti also is given here. So every Leela of the Lord is always having some kind of lesson for the humanity, for the Jivatma to learn. And when we are taking that lessons more than the stories, then we get benefit. And when we apply those in our devotional practices, then our devotional service, we become more mature in our devotional service. Hare Krishna. So anybody would
Hare
like
Krishna,
to?
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Can I read 9th canto?
Yes, Mataji, we can actually, I think there will be introduction, no? So we can go to the Srimad Bhagavatam. The 9th chapter is actually talking about liberation. Correct. Mataji, you can read the introduction, and from
Yes,
introduction we can
Prabhuji.
wind up today. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam, 9th canto, chapter 1. When Sudipna became a woman. The chapter describes how Sudipna became a woman and how the dynasty of Vaivasada Manu was amalgamated with the Soma Vamsha, the dynasty coming from the moon. By the desire of Maharaja Parishit, Sukadeva Goswami told about the dynasty of Vaivasada Manu, who was formerly King Satyavrata, the ruler of Dravida. While describing this dynasty, he also described how the Supreme Personality of Godhead, while lying down in the waters of Devasan, gave birth to Lord Brahma from a lotus generated from his navel. From the mind of Lord Brahma, Majiji was generated and his son was Kashyapa. From Kashyapa through Aditi, Vaivasan was generated. Vivaswan was generated, and from Vivaswan came
Shraddadeva
Manu, who was born from the womb of Samchana. Shraddadeva's wife, Shraddha, gave birth to 10 sons, such as Ikshavaku and Nraga. Shraddadeva or Vaivasada Manu, the father of Maharaja Ikshvak, was sonless before Ikshvak's birth. But by the grace of the great sage Vasishta, he performed a yajna to satisfy Mitra and Varna. Then, although Vaivasada Manu wanted a son, by the desire of his wife, he got a daughter named Ila. Manu, however, was not satisfied with the daughter. Consequently, for Manu's satisfaction, the great sage
Vashishta.
Vasishtha prayed for Ila to be transformed into a boy, and his prayer was fulfilled by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus, Ila became a beautiful young man named Sudipna. Once upon a time, Sudipna went on tour with his ministers. At the foot of the mountain Sumeru, there is a forest named Sugumara. And as soon as they entered that forest, they were all transformed into women. When Maharaj Parishit inquired from Sukadev Goswami about the reason for this transformation, Sukadev Goswami described how Sudipna, being transformed into a woman, accepted Buddha, the son of
Buddha.
Buddha, accepted Buddha, the son of the moon, as her husband and had a son named Pujurva. By the grace of Lord Shiva, Sudipna received the benediction that he would live 1 month as a woman and 1 month as a man. Thus he regained his kingdom and had 3 sons named Utkala, Jaya, and Vimala, who were all very religious. Thereafter, he entrusted his kingdom to Pujurva and took the order of the Vanaprastha life. Hare Krishna, and thank you all.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. So very interesting canto. You can read actually. The lineage is given in very detail. So it is very actually wonderful, like amazing. We can say how Prabhupada is able to recollect and write so much of the lineage. Actually there is one slide maybe you have seen. I will share in the Bhagavatam, Nityam Bhagavatam group also. That Bhagavatam tree is there. There you can see all this lineage is actually complete that family structure. Whatever described in Srimad Bhagavatam, the tree is there. Srimad Bhagavatam family tree like that. So when we see the tree and read this, then we will be able to understand what Prabhupada is mentioning. So here if you see Canto 9, this is in short we can see they are describing the descendants of Suryavamsa, the Sun dynasty, and Somavamsa, Moon dynasty also. Both dynasty, their lineage is given here. So many great personalities appeared here in this dynasties like Ambarish Maharaj, King Ramachandra means Bhagavan Ramachandra, and also Parashuram incarnation also here, and the Pandavas also they appeared, and also Krishna himself, because we are next is the 10th canto, where at the end of 9th canto itself, Sukadeva Goswami will speak about the appearance of Lord Krishna, their divine appearance along with the examples and the percept they reveal or attempt and lovingly drag to unwilling condition souls back to the eternal world of unlimited happiness. So we can see this canto is describing about the descendants of Suryavamsa and Somavamsa, Sun dynasty and Moon dynasty. Here the beginning of this chapter, how this king Sudyumna becomes a woman, this is related to how Parishit Maharaj asked a question about Vaivasvata Manu descendants. So Parishit Maharaj in the first 3 verses, he is asking to Sukadeva Goswami, you described about all Manvantras and said that King Satyavrata became Vaivasvata Manu. That was in the previous chapter at the end we saw about how the King Satyavrata became Vaivasvata Manu. Now, Parishit Maharaj is asking, I am eager to hear about Vaivasvata Manu's descendants. Then Sukadeva Goswami is beginning to speak about Vaivasvata Manu's lineage. So from Vaivasvata Manu's lineage, like then how he does a sacrifice for son, but instead of son, daughter is born named Ila. But again, due to the prayers, how he is getting transformed, and when they are entering the forest, how they are, how they are again becoming like woman, and all those things are very detailed. It will be described in the coming verses. We can read in detail. So we can, in short, we can see that this in broad perspective, if you see the Canto 9, we'll talk about Ambarish Maharaj pastime, and then Bhagavan Ramachandra, Lord Ramachandra, his appearance and his pastimes in brief, because of course Ramayana speaks detail, but here you will have a brief description about appearance and activities of Lord Ramachandra. Then we all know this Parashuram incarnation, that incarnation is also there, and Krishna incarnation. So both four we can remember: Ambarish Maharaj, Lord Ramachandra, and Lord Parashuram, and Lord Krishna. So both Krishna and Ramachandra appearance is actually in Canto 9. So once in the end of this canto, the appearance of Lord Krishna is given as a prelude, then the detailed explanation will start from the 10th canto of Bhagavatam, where Sukadeva Goswami will explain about the Krishna's birth and different Leela, Kaumara Leela, Pauganda Leela, and Kaishora Leela, like that. 10th canto, as we know, it is the smiling face of Lord Krishna. So that we can discuss. And here we can see, if you want to read the first verse, there is no, we can see 1 minute. Canto 9 is actually liberation. So we all remember, no, like this, what is it, 10 topics of Srimad Bhagavatam. Like we have 5 topics in Bhagavad Gita: Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, and Karma. So Bhagavatam has 10 topics. So we all know that, right? Sarga, Visarga, Sthanam, Poshanam. That there is one top, Manvantra, Ishanukata, Mukti, Ashraya. So this Canto 9 is actually discussing about Mukti, the liberation part. And the first chapter is actually King Sudyumna becomes a woman. You all seen this Bhagavatam family tree? You all seen? You have seen this Bhagavatam family tree?
No, Prabhu.
No,
You have not seen?
Prabhuji.
You have not seen, huh? Just you be online. I will try to share that. I just 1 minute.
Prabhuji, please share in the group, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Better I will share it in the group so that you can see, whenever you get time. After the class, I will share that Bhagavatam family tree. There you can see this. You will easily understand what Prabhupada is mentioning. No? So all this lineage we can see. So again, then we'll, there is time. We can, I think, start with the first verse. And first verse, there is no translation purport. Sorry, 1 minute. So we'll go to text 2.3. 2.3 also no. And then, so up to maybe text 5 we can complete today without, there is no purport. Okay, at last. Is it okay, Mataji? We'll go. 9.1.1.
Mataji would like to, Gita Mataji would like to read, Mataji. 9.1.1. Gita Mataji. Master Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Gita Mataji ready.
Okay, Gita Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Verse number 1. Sri Rajovaja Manyundarani Sarvani Toyoktani Srudani Me Viryanananda Virasya Hares Tatra Kritanija. Sri Rajovaja Manyundarani Sarvani Toyoktani Srudani Me Viryanananda Virasya Hares Tatra Kritanija. Hare Krishna. King Translation. King Parikshit said, "My lord Sukadeva Goswami, you have elaborately described all the periods of various Manus, and within those periods the wonderful activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has unlimited potency. I am fortunate to have heard all of this from you." Hare Krishna.
Yes, so we'll continue next one. Thank you, Mataji. 9.1.2 and 3. Sorry, 1 minute. I will just scroll down. Yeah.
Mataji, can read.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yo asau sat Srimad Bhagavatam 9.1.2 and 3. यो असौ सत्यव्रतो नाम राजर्षिर्द्रविदेश्वरः ज्ञानं यो अतीत कल्पान्ते लभे पुरुषसेवया स वै वैवस्वतः पुत्रो मनुरासीत् इति श्रुतं त्वत्वास्तस्य सुतः प्रोक्ता ईश्वर इक्ष्वाकु प्रमुखा नृपः यो असौ सत्यव्रतो नाम राजर्षिर्द्रविदेश्वरः ज्ञानं योऽधिकल्पान्ते लभे पुरुषसेवया स वै वैवस्वतः पुत्रो मनुरासीत् इति श्रुतं त्वत्तस्य सुतः प्रोक्ता इक्ष्वाको प्रमुख नृपः. Translation by Sri Venkateswara Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Satyavrata, the saintly king of Dravida Desha, who received spiritual knowledge at the end of the last millennium by the grace of the Supreme, later became Vaivasvata Manu, the son of Vivaswan. In the next Manvandara period of Manu, I have received this knowledge from you. I also understand that such kings as Ishwaku were his sons, as you have already explained. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So here we can see one information is there. The Satyavrata actually is a king of Dravida Desha. Dravida Desha means it refers to South India. So he was actually king of Dravida Desha. And also we can see that what is it? Also as you already explained. So this one information we are getting here, that he was a king from Dravida Desha. Sometimes people think that this Vedic literature, everything is coming from north. No, it is not like that. Here it is already that Satyavrata's glory is also mentioned as the king of Dravida Desha. So it is referring to our southern part of India, Dravida Desha. And then 1.4.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can I read?
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
Srimad Bhagavatam 9th Canto, Chapter 1, Shloka number 4. Tesham vamsham pruthak brahman vamshanucharitani cha kirtayasya mahabhaga nityam shushrutham hinaha. Tesham vamsham pruthak brahman vamshanucharitani cha kirtayasya mahabhaga nityam shushrushartham hinaha. Translation. O greatly fortunate Sukadeva Goswami, O great Brahmana, kindly describe to us separately the dynasties and characteristics of all those kings, for who we are always eager to hear such topics from you. Translation once again. O greatly fortunate Sukadeva Goswami, O great Brahmana, kindly describe to us separately the dynasties and characteristics of all those kings, for we are always eager to hear such topics from you. Hare Krishna.
Hare. Thank you, Mataji. Here again Parikshit Maharaj is continuing. So he's addressing Sukadeva Goswami. So, oh, greatly fortunate Sukadeva Goswami. Oh, great Brahmana. So he's now actually eagerly asking that please describe about the dynasty. This also shows the eagerness which Parikshit Maharaj is having. So scriptural knowledge is always, how it is revealed when we are having eagerness. So if this question is not there, then Sukadeva Goswami will not speak. So whenever we see a spiritual person, pure devotees of the Lord, unless we show eagerness, they will not reveal the knowledge. No? When we show the eagerness, then they are actually revealing, because they have so much within their heart. But unless we are ready to receive, or we are eager to receive, then they will pour it out. So that is one important quality. For we are always eager to hear such topics from you. So here Sukadeva Parishit Maharaj is asking, from now, from verse number 6 actually, 5 also actually we can see it is again the question only. From verse number 6, Sukadeva Goswami starts speaking, replying to Parishit Maharaj's request. So we can, last verse we can read today, and then 6 we can continue tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Who wants to read?
Yeah, this one, no? Last
Yes,
one?
Prabhu, 6. Yeah, last one.
Yeah.
Yes, 5.
Ye bodhaye bhavishyascha bhavante adhyantache tesham na पुण्यकीर्तीनां सर्वेषां वेद विक्रमन् ये भूतये भविष्यश्च भावन्ति अध्यात्मं दस्ये तेषां न पुण्यकीर्तीनां सर्वेषां वेद विक्रमन्
सर्वेषां वाद
विक्रमन्. So kindly tell us, translation, kindly tell us about the abilities of all the celebrated kings born in the dynasty of Vaivasvata, including those who have already passed, those who may appear in the future, those who exist at present.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. So here actually very clearly Parishit Maharaj is asking, want to know about all the celebrated kings born in the dynasty of Vaivasvata Manu. So now the lineage will be explained when the coming verse from verse number 6 onwards, that we can resume tomorrow. Hare Krishna. So just 1 minute. If you have any questions on this, you can just ask me. I will see if there's Bhagavatam tree. Just I will see if this is there. So I will just share this one. And after that, I will share also. I will share it in the group also. But before that, yes, I will just share this one. 1 minute. You can see here. Are you able to see the screen? Yeah.
Good. Yes.
You can see this here. We can see all Lord Brahma. You are able to see the screen, Prabhu?
Yeah. Yes.
This I will share in the group also. So you can see Krishna, then Lord Brahma, then you can see Swayambhuva Manu here. And his wife is Satarupa. Then you can see here Priyavarta. You know that Priyavarta, then he had one daughter, and then he had 13 sons. The Priyavarta 13 son, 7 became the rulers of 7 islands. We say in the 5th canto, no, that this 7 times, they given. 3 became Manus and 3 became Sannyasis. And then you can see King Nabu and Rishabhadev. And Rishabhadev, he had again 100 sons. You can see 9 Navayogandras, that is come in the, I think, 11th or 12th canto, Navayogandras. That will be there.
Yeah.
And then 90 other sons. And then here only Bharat Maharaj also coming, Rishabhadev. Bharat, see Bharata. And then you can see here Chakshusha Manu. Here you can see that Surichi and Suniti. Then Dhruva Maharaj past time, that lineage is here. Here, Chakshusha Manu. And then Anga, Nishada, Prithu, Vijayapsan, this is there. And Akuti, this is Dakshina Yajna. And Prashuti, husband is Daksha. The 12 daughters. Sati is one of the wife of Lord Shiva. Then here we can see Devahuti, husband Kardama Muni. So Lord Kapila Muni, that is coming in this lineage. There is Soma. Here, then we are coming here, Vaivasvata Manu. Here, you see, here there is Vaivasvata Manu. Let me highlight also. See, Vaivasvata Manu, sorry. Here you can see that, right? Vaivasvata Manu. Then we can see Ila, transformed into Sudyumna. You can see this here? This is what we are seeing. Then 6 other sons. You can see here, Nirga, Ikshwaku, Saryati, Nabaga. Then Nabaga, you see Nabaga from that lineage comes Ambarish Maharaj here. So that is the past time we are going to see the first section in 9th canto, Ambarish Maharaj. And then, here we already discussed, this is now what first chapter we are discussing about Ila, how he transformed this Dyumna. And then Ikshwaku dynasty we know. There you can see Mother Sita Devi is appearing in Ikshwaku dynasty. Here see wife of Lord Rama. And then you can see here, Lord Ramachandra is coming here. You can see here? Lord Ramachandra is coming in the Ikshwaku dynasty. And you can see Harishchandra is coming, Rohita, Sagara, Amshuman, Dilip, King Dilip, Bhagirath, and Katwanga Maharaj. Katwanga Maharaj, they fought for the demigods. Then finally, he asked the demigods what the boon he want. He said, I want to know when I will die. They said only this much Muhurta is there. So immediately he left the heavenly planet and he went for Tapasya. Katwanga Maharaj and Dasarath Maharaj here. So this is one lineage. And then you can see here, and you see Marichi, Prabhupada writes, in the beginning, the introduction. Kashyapa Muni is coming here. And he married Diti. So this all we read in today's introduction. Diti and Aditi. And Diti, we have this Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. Prahlad, Virochana and Bali Maharaj. Here coming here. And for Aditi, we have Vivaswan, the demigods, many demigods. That is here. Shraddha Devi is also Shraddha Deva and Sudyumna. This Sudyumna you can see here, wife of Shraddha. So like that we can see. Then Janaka Maharaj, and this already we see. Then we can see here, this is Sun dynasty, and this is Suryavamsa, and then Soma. Soma, you see here Soma. That is coming from Atri. Soma dynasty is Buddha. We know Buddha. Today introduction. Then Purvasa, Pururava. And king wife is Urvashi. Then you can come here. This is Saunaka Rishi. From Bhagavatam, we know Saunaka Rishi. And then you can see here, if you come down, we can see Vasudeva. Lord Krishna is here. You see here? The Moon dynasty.
Moon
then
dynasty.
Kunti Maharani, Surasena, Ugrasena. Then we see the Pandavas are here. Karna is here. Then you see here, Vichitravirya, Bhishma, Chandra, Pandu, Dhritarashtra, Vidura. And then we see Yudhishthira, 2 sons. Bhima had 3 sons, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva, 2 sons. And then Parikshit Maharaj, and he was the son of, from Arjuna, because Abhimanyu, from Abhimanyu comes Parikshit. And from Parikshit comes Janamejaya. This is the last Janamejaya. The scriptures up to Janamejaya, there is reference. Mahabharata also, Janamejaya reference is there.
Yes.
So this I will share. So this is very interesting. This is Bhagavatam family tree. Originating from Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God. Hare Krishna. So we'll stop here. Any questions or anything you want to discuss? Otherwise, we'll end the session here. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Welcome, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for the wonderful class, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, this Shraddha Deva is the other name of Vaivasada Manu, Karan Manu.
Shraddha Deva, right?
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Because we read in the previous chapter, Shraddha Deva is same Vaivasada Manu.
Yeah, let me open that chart again. Shraddha Deva, right? Shraddha Deva. Shraddha Deva.
Shraddha
Current
Deva.
Manu, yes, Shraddha Deva, current Manu, is Vaivasata Manu, is actually current Manu, also called as Shraddha Deva and Sudyumna. Yes.
Is it Shraddha or Sra? It's coming Shraddha, bro.
Shraddha. Yeah, there is no line on that. Shraddha Deva. Shraddha Deva means different. A, upon the A, there will be one line. Shraddha Deva.
No line,
no line. Shraddha Deva and Sudyumna. His wife is Shraddha. Shraddha Deva wife is Shraddha. From them actually comes many people. Nirga, Ikshvaku. So Ikshvaku dynasty starts from them.
Yeah.
And also Nabaga.
In this introduction part, no, it is written as Shraddha Deva. That's why it's
line is there?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, 1 minute. Let me see actually. Line I did not notice it.
The previous Canto.
No, Mataji, there is no line there. Which verse you are telling? Introduction or the first verse?
Introduction, third para. Third.
Introduction, third para. First para, second para, third para. The introduction I am seeing. The introduction I am seeing here, Gita base. There is no line. Maybe I don't know.
Same Veda base only I opened. That is.
Let me see here, this chapter. Here, no, here. This is what you are saying, right?
Yes, Prabhuji. Two places it's written.
Shraddha Deva. So, A is there means Shraddha Deva. Shraddha Deva.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Shraddha Deva only. Shraddha Deva. But wife is Shraddha.
Wife is Shraddha.
His Manu's name is Shraddha Deva. Correct. But the one which I have, no, there is no line. The one I have one more Gita base. The app, no app in the mobile. There is no line. Yeah. But this is more accurate. The one which the line is more accurate. Okay. Maybe this is a software problem. There is no line coming.
Yeah,
so Shraddha Deva.
Also we read the Shraddha Deva.
Yeah, Shraddha Deva. And then wife is Shraddha.
Okay.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
So thank you all devotees.
We always chant 3 times Hare Krishna mantra, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. For all the assembled devotees, we will chant Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,